So I have a little bit of announcement to make for the world. Your girl's pregnant. So first things first, let's just get the awkward question out of the way. Was it planned? No. I'm not going to be sharing a lot of the details of the situation, but what can be known is that your girl's going to be a single mom. And honestly, when I first found out, I mean, there was no question in my head, I cannot get an abortion because I believe in the Bible. And the Bible says that God forms babies in their mother's womb. And so from day one, God has decided to make a baby. And I decided to have sex outside of marriage, and there are some consequences of that. But at the end of the day, God does not make mistakes. And if God has decided to put a baby in my belly, it's because he knows that this is what's not only best for me, but it's what's best for the baby and what's best for the world, that this child needs to be in the world at this time. And so at first it was really weird, especially having people congratulate me, because it's like, dang, I'm the CEO of Modest Muscle. I'm a faith-based entrepreneur who talks about modesty, and I do believe in modesty. I am about modesty. But also to anyone who's talked to me, I have never, haven't been dishonest about the fact that I have had sex outside of marriage. And not to say like everybody sins and it's okay. But every time people would congratulate me about the baby, I just felt like guilty and ashamed, because it's like my sin is on blast. But at this point, like, it's not even about that. I mean, I did that. I'd done that before and not gotten pregnant. This time I got pregnant. But at this point, I'm going to start celebrating, because this is a life. This is a baby. This is a soul, you know? And this baby is going to change the world. This baby's going to change my world, that's for sure. But for the first time, I can like actually say without feeling guilty that I'm happy about this, because I know it's going to be such a challenge. I know I have no idea what I'm up against or what I'm in store for, but I know that God does. And the Bible says, Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, says Lord, plans to prosper you, to give you a hope and a future. God already knows the plans for me, for this baby, and so I trust that. So yeah, I'm gonna have a baby. What's really cool is that I have worked with a lot of pregnant women through their pregnancies and after their pregnancy to help them stay on track with their fitness goals, reach their fitness goals, and continue to progress. So the fact that I've done that makes me feel really good about the fact that I'm going to be able to maintain a certain level of physical fitness, health. I will say the first, I want to say like 2 to 10 week mark, those 2 months were the most miserable, as in like I was probably on the couch like 8 hours a day, because if I stood up, I would throw up, and then I was like starving, but I was nauseous, and I was too nauseous to cook food to eat. And then if I cooked food to eat, I would end up throwing it up. And so, cause I was standing up. So the first like 2 months-ish were the roughest. They were awful. And I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm starting to feel like a normal person. So, I will be doing vlog updates throughout the whole process, kind of sharing my journey. I will probably post some of that stuff more on YouTube. But yeah, I'm going to be posting my normal fitness content. Definitely some things change in your training regimen when you're pregnant. Like you can't do certain things after your second trimester, or in your second trimester, you get a little bit more limited. And most of the limitations in the third trimester have to do with just you having a big belly and it being awkward to get around. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna continue training. My goal is to continue training at least 3 times a week, and to have really good workouts when I'm there, and to prioritize keeping myself and my baby healthy, and continuing to maintain lean muscle mass so that when I have the baby, I'm able to bounce back quickly. And yeah, I think that's about it for now. I'll keep y'all posted. I have a little bit of a baby bump right now. I'll show y'all at some point, but for now, there's the announcement.